New at noon, a local library is launching a community outreach program, and joining us live right now is Sandy Donahue with the George E. Allen Library in Booneville. How are you, Miss Sandy?
I'm good. How are you?
I am great. Thanks for coming in. First off, tell us about the George E. Allen Library.
Well, there's so much to say about the George E. Allen Library because if you don't know who George E. Allen was, it's a whole story in itself. I always say that our whole country owes so much to Mr. Allen, and nobody knows about him. So that in itself is just a near and dear to my heart. But we work a lot on community outreach, and I do a lot of programs. I feel like that's where we're most needed in the community. So this is just one of many programs that we do.
Okay, and when it comes to the Beacon program, tell us about that and how did this come about?
It was just a grant opportunity that came through, and grants are hard to do. And so I had looked at it and kind of pushed it off, and then my boss had sent an email and said, you know, if you want to do this, I'll help, but it's going to be a quick turnaround. Like, we've got 24 hours to decide. And so I brainstormed and I came up with the whole idea and outlined it and sent it back to her, and she said, I like it, let's go with it. So that's how it came about.
All right, so tell us, what is the Beacon?
We are going to start handing out personal hygiene products to people free of charge. There's so many people that's struggling. Everyday people go into work are struggling just to make ends meet, you know, not to mention that the homeless population is growing. And there's people out there that is in need. Most of the time you don't even know it because the people who need it are usually the ones that don't tell you. And so I wanted to make sure this is something that you don't have to qualify for, you don't have to answer any questions for, just come get what you need. And I feel like personal hygiene products is one of the things that it's harder for them to get. You can go to food pantries, you can go to clothes closets, you can get stuff like that. But aside from, you know, trying to go to a hospital or a ER to try to get just basic things, it's hard for them to get.
So that means anyone can stop by the library and be able to pick up whatever.
Well, actually, we're not doing it at the library, mainly because this is a one-time grant.
Right.
And so I'm launching this, but a man in town, Tommy Burris, God bless him, he's going to let us use his parking lot.
Oh, okay.
And so for right now, our first time will be Saturday. And then I've got it planned for the last Saturday in October. My dream for this, when I dreamed this up, was once a week, every Saturday. Only because, you know, people give out food and clothes like first and third Thursday or the second Tuesday. It's hard to keep up with. And so I would love to have a place that people can say, okay, it's Saturday, I can go get what I need. And so it's going to be at a parking lot across from the post office, and anybody can come.
All right then. Well, thank you, Miss Sandy, for joining us this afternoon. Well, it's Festival